Before we begin, allow yourself to slow down. Not your body, your mind. Most people live their entire lives reacting. Reacting to emotions, reacting to expectations, reacting to pressure they never chose. And then they ask, why does my life feel out of control? A woman does not lose her power all at once. She loses it daily in small, unnoticed moments. In the way she speaks to herself when no one is listening. In the habits she repeats without questioning them. In the standards she slowly lowers to avoid discomfort. But power is restored the same way it is lost, quietly, consistently, daily. This speech is not about motivation. Motivation is temporary. This is about mastery. Because the woman who masters her days will eventually master her destiny. Every strong woman you admire did not wake up strong. She woke up disciplined. She woke up aware. She woke up choosing herself, even when it was uncomfortable. Your life today is the result of what you practice every day, not what you wish for, not what you hope for, what you practice. If your habits are weak, your life will feel heavy. If your habits are aligned, life begins to move with you instead of against you. The problem is not lack of intelligence. The problem is lack of daily intention. Most people wait for a crisis to change. But a wise woman changes before the crisis arrives. She understands this simple truth. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. What you are about to hear is not theory. It is not decoration for the mind. It is a mirror. Some of it may challenge you. Some of it may expose patterns you've been avoiding. That discomfort is not your enemy. It is your teacher. If you listen deeply, not just with your ears but with your awareness, you will begin to see where your energy leaks, where your power goes, and how to reclaim it, one day at a time. Stay with me until the end. Not because it sounds good, but because what you practice daily decides the kind of woman you become. And becoming is a choice you make every single day. When we speak about mastering life, we often look outward first. We look at careers, relationships, status, recognition. But this is the wrong direction. A woman who tries to control the outer world before understanding her inner world will always feel exhausted. Because what is untrained inside will eventually sabotage everything outside. Your inner world is where every decision is born. Before you speak, something speaks within you. Before you act, something has already moved inside you. Before you say yes or no, your thoughts have already rehearsed the answer. If this inner space is chaotic, no external success will ever bring peace. You may appear strong to others, but inside, you will feel constantly at war. Most people are not living consciously. They are being lived by their thoughts. A thought appears and they believe it. An emotion rises and they obey it. A memory surfaces and it controls their mood for the entire day. This is not freedom. This is subtle slavery, and it happens quietly, so quietly that many never realize it. Mastery begins with noticing, not judging, not fighting, simply noticing. Noticing how quickly the mind reacts. Noticing how easily emotions take control. Noticing how often you abandon yourself just to feel accepted, just to avoid discomfort, just to keep the peace. Awareness is the first daily habit, because without awareness, no habit can be changed. When a woman becomes aware, she starts to pause, and in that pause, something powerful happens. She no longer reacts automatically. She creates space between stimulus and response. In that space, she regains choice. And choice is where dignity lives. Emotional regulation is not about suppressing feelings. It is about understanding them. Many believe strength means never feeling anger, sadness, or fear. This is misunderstanding. Strength is the ability to feel deeply without being controlled by what you feel. An emotion is information, not an order. It tells you something, but it does not get to command your actions unless you give it permission. Each day, life will test you emotionally. Someone will misunderstand you. Something will not go as planned. A memory will surface at the wrong moment. If you have not trained your inner world, these moments will pull you away from your center. But if you practice daily stillness, reflection, and conscious breathing, you remain grounded even when the world shakes. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is training. When you allow moments of quiet each day, you begin to hear what was always there, but drowned out by noise. Your intuition becomes clearer. Your reactions slow down. You start responding instead of reacting. This is why silence has always been valued by those who understand mastery. Not because words are bad, but because too much noise weakens awareness. Then there is the voice you speak to yourself with. This voice follows you everywhere. It speaks when no one else is around. It comments on your mistakes. It judges your body, your choices, your pace. If this voice is harsh, your life will feel heavy even when everything seems fine on the outside. You cannot build a strong life on a foundation of inner cruelty. Daily self-respect begins with inner dialogue. Would you speak to someone you love the way you speak to yourself? If not, this is not honesty, this is harm. Discipline does not require insult. Growth does not require humiliation. You can correct yourself without destroying yourself. A woman who learns to guide herself firmly but kindly develops resilience without bitterness. Gratitude is not pretending everything is perfect. It is training the mind to recognize what is already supporting you. Each day, even on difficult days, there are small anchors of stability, breath, shelter, learning, progress. Gratitude grounds you in reality instead of lack. And a grounded woman is difficult to manipulate because she is not constantly chasing what she believes is missing. Faith, whether spiritual or deeply personal, is also an inner habit. Faith is not blind belief. It is trust in process. Trust that effort compounds. Trust that discipline bears fruit. Trust that unseen work still counts. When a woman carries faith daily, she does not panic when results are delayed. She continues walking, knowing that consistency shapes destiny. When your inner world is trained, something shifts naturally. You no longer seek validation the same way. Compliments feel lighter. Criticism feels less threatening. Approval becomes optional, not necessary. This is quiet confidence, not loud, not demanding, just stable. And stability is attractive because it is rare, not because it tries to be seen, but because it cannot be shaken easily. This is why everything begins inside.